are at Paula Polite Jewels. It's a really great friend of mine that has her own business. She's doing so well. She's been here for almost 12 years, and we are going to shop with her.
Okay.
Watching From Cells to Shows with Trinity. I'm here with a very, very special friend. We used to work together. We are here in Harlem at her shop called Paula Polite Jewels, and introducing Miss Polite.
Hello. I am so honored to be on your show, and I'm beyond proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. This shop is beautiful.
Thank you.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here 11 years.
11 years. Okay, do you want to start with childhood, or you want to start about how you got into business, entrepreneurship, and what advice you have for others?
Okay, let's start with my childhood. I come from a nucleus family, mommy, daddy, married, still together.
Nice.
And education is paramount in my home. So mom's Jamaican, father's African, and so that means education.
What? And this whole time I thought you were Haitian. That's so crazy because I'm African too. Yeah, no, for real.
My mother's from Nigeria.
Wow.
So growing up, I was like forced to. Okay, you have to go to school, you have to finish college, and you have to work. You have to have a good career. You can't. Entrepreneurship wasn't anything that was a possibility, like a thought for me growing up. Although my grandfather, on both sides, were entrepreneurs, but my parents wanted me to have an education. That was number one. I always loved accessories. That's how I started. I love accessories. I loved fashion. And in school, I did well. School was easy. You read the books, you take the test, you pass it. It was easy for me. Went to college, graduated, undergrad, and time for law school. Took the LSAT, did well on it, and I literally said, I can't do this. I don't want to do this.
That was it for you.
I don't want to do this with my life. And I literally graduated college, and I said I want to open a store. I literally said I want to open a store.
Yeah, you manifested that a lot. That happens to a lot of people. They follow what their parents' dreams are for them, and then they just wake up with an epiphany, like, I don't want to do this anymore, and they decide to take, hold of their own life. So that's amazing that you did that, and as you can see, it worked out.
I literally said, I'm going to get a business. I'm going to open up a business. I worked for a year, and I opened up. I'm 34. I opened when I was 23.
Wow.
With no customers, just like everyone I knew. I told everyone I was opening a store. It's just
come see
I just
me.
did jewelry. I just literally did accessories. That was my thing. And people were like, after like 6 months, they were like, "Oh, did your store close yet?" And that really
it put that drive in you.
It really got me, and I started.
That does happen when you start something, and people may have had those ideas for themselves. They wanted to start something, or just whatever idea they had, they wanted it to come alive. And if it didn't, and you are proof that it does happen, they'll throw those negative views on you.
I don't think they knew better. I really thought that
we give them that excuse because people know right from wrong. And to me, it's like, all right, if you have a jewelry store, why is the first thing to say,
is it still open?
Is it still open? Instead of, hey, where's your shop again?
Exactly.
So then you can see it yourself, even if you have those things in your mind. But if you just tell me, oh, you didn't close yet, it's basically saying that I thought you would have been closed by now, and wow, I'm shocked. Instead of it being something to whereas, oh, yes, you're doing well, that's great. They can choose their words better, but people just don't.
Ignorance is truly bliss.
Yes.
Being here over the years, some years were amazing. Some years were really challenging. It wasn't easy. And I decided to diversify my portfolio. We like money. We like nice things. We want homes. We like nice cars. Hence, it's working together. And that was challenging.
Yeah.
And from there, I opened a youth center across the street.
We'll definitely come back so that we can visit the youth center. That's something that is very important to the community, and helping children that really don't have anywhere to go. New York is really Gotham City right now. There's so many terrible crimes happening. There's elderly that are being injured just for no reason. people are very hungry right now. So to have a center where youth can go to spend their spare time, learn and interact with other people their age in a positive way rather than a negative way is amazing. So we thank you for that.
Thank you. And we also do space rentals over there. We have an inspection going on right now, so hence her not being able to
film over there. But we will be back definitely to see how that was.
An amazing business partner, and my youth center is Young Excellence Society.
That's beautiful. You got to put those positive words on the affirmations for sure. So you are an entrepreneur. You discussed having challenging years. Can you explain to people who are current entrepreneurs or people that are looking into this lifestyle, what are the challenging years like, and how did you overcome it, and what advice do you have for them?
So first things first, being an entrepreneur, if you cannot wake up every single day and go to a 9 to 5, you cannot be an entrepreneur. That's number one. If you have an issue waking up to go to a 9 to 5 that you're getting a paycheck, no matter how good you do, no matter how horrible you do, you're guaranteed a paycheck every week. If you cannot get up and do that, entrepreneurship is not for you. You're supposed to be able to go work that 9 to 5, say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, this is my dream, this is my vision, I'm going to make it happen, and your drive is hungry. If you cannot work that 9 to 5, you can't run your own business because your business is not going to be open. And over the years, your business is going to decline. You need consistency. You're going to, being an entrepreneur, I had $100 days. When I first opened, I had days that I made $100. I literally,
and even that is a lot to someone else.
I made 100, and when I say 100, when I do my breakdown of money, I don't look at it as I made about $375, but of that $375, my inventory, my rent, paying myself, it equated to $100. So being an entrepreneur also means missing certain events. Being an entrepreneur is giving back to your community. Being an entrepreneur is saying, you know what, some days I'm going to just have to volunteer and work for free and just be a good human being. You cannot look to say, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to be rich in a year, I'm going to be rich in 3 years. Like my goal, when I first started, I was 23, and I said by the time I'm 30 years old, all I wanted, I had a very small dream. All I wanted was 100,000. To me at the time, 100,000 was a lot of money. So I said by the age of 30, I want to have at least 100,000, and I'm grateful it happened before. I'm beyond grateful that I was able to do that before 30.
Clap it up for that.
I'm grateful, but that was such a small, for me, it was such a, looking now at life and numbers, and even us as our salary when we worked together, we made, you know, our salaries what it was over 100,000. So now looking back at that, we're like, I'm just beyond grateful.
That you made it on your own.
You have to, yes, you have to have a good work ethic. You have to, and you have to, for me, encourage other people. I don't look at, like, for me, my competition is myself. I look in the mirror and I'm like, how can I be better? I look at other women, and some women,
you get inspired.
They inspire
you don't hate. That's a big thing. That's a big thing for you to be able to look at yourself and say, how can I top myself from yesterday? A lot of things that will change when you have friends that are watching your business grow from when you were just selling jewelry.
I was just selling jewelry.
I was just selling barrettes. So now that I have a show, it's like they don't thank you, yes, and amazing products, but they don't realize that the times that you missed that barbecue, the times that you missed that birthday party, or you know, that drunken evening, or whatever the case may be, it was all because you were working towards your goal. And then when everything happens, they don't realize that that was 5 years past, 10 years past that. They could have put energy into what they wanted to do. So it kind of changes you. When you become an entrepreneur, you do have more of a lonely lifestyle because there's a lot of things that you'll eliminate because you know you have to stay focused. And a lot of people don't get that because they're not on that side. You know, there's some people that do, but most of the time it's a selfish act that they'll put towards you, like, well, you could have been hanging out with us this and that day, were you in that shop?
People don't understand. You have to cultivate, and also saving. You have to like save. You have to have a goal. Like, what's your goal? You want a bag? You want whatever you want. I'm never gonna look at someone's goal and say what you want is too small or too big.
Right.
So if you want a bag, if you're saving for that bag, if you're saving for a condo, you're saving for a house, an apartment, a car, anything, set your goal, make it happen. Make it happen and be positive. Be negative. I really protect my energy. Hence me I don't really have a lot of people around me because my energy is so important to me. So you have to protect. Everyone around me is super positive. Like, if you're negative,
even through negative times. I think
can't.
that's the biggest challenge.
I don't do well.
Things can happen to you in life because
Yes.
life still happens. It doesn't, you become an entrepreneur, it doesn't mean that you have this private shield over you that nothing happens to you. It's not that. Things will happen, but it's your response to those things that I think is what changes everything. So negative things happen. Am I going to fall in this sunken dark place and just stay there and let people have these negative views, and as they're piling it on, it gets worse for me? Or am I going to have a positive turnaround and teach in turn, so that, you know what, this could happen to you, but this is how you could flip it over.
I think it's important to just like believe in, for me, my faith. I believe in Yahusha, aka God, aka Jesus. So I think it's really important to just believe in something, and just, for me, being positive and knowing you're gonna have rough days, you're gonna have rough weeks, and don't look at the next person. Oh, well, this person's doing this. Like
the comparing.
Like for me, I have a super dope older sister who's beyond blessed, and her life is very different, and our work ethics are different. And I used to look when I was younger, I'm like, oh my gosh, my sister, she doesn't even have to work. She's just like, she gets gifts, she gets to travel the world. Never, don't look at anyone, don't compare yourself to anyone.
Right, focus on you.
Focus on you, and focus on, I think, truly being happy. And you have to figure out what makes you happy. Like me, something simple. I take a bath every day. A bath makes me happy. That's my relaxed time. An hour in that tub.
Time with yourself. I think a lot of people forget to get to know themselves, right? So you are at a certain age, you feel like, I'm this person. But when you're alone and you're really having those thoughts and you're talking to yourself and really like, who am I? What is my mark on the world? I think that's what I always reflect. Like, when I die, I want to be remembered as a person that did these things. And was it positive? Was it helpful? Did I do the best for my son? Did I do the best for my family? That's who I want to be truly missed for, what I did, not the negative things.
I like that.
So I've always thought about that. So as life went on and you try to give a piece of your dream to others, like, you should do this, you're so good at this.
And I'm big on that.
And you try to do that all the time, but some people...
I'm going to stop though, because I do that to like everyone around me. I'm like, you can't come to me with the idea. My whole thing is, you come to me with the idea, how do we execute it?
Right.
How do we, let's get it going. You want to like, I have one of my girlfriends, she was telling me, actually my best friends, I would love for you to meet her. She was telling me, why don't you do piercings? Why don't you create your, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. She's like, no, you need to create a kit. She's just so creative. So like, I'm around people who like really, really motivate me. And I have like younger friends. I have one younger friend, and she's so adorable. She actually has a boutique too.
Nice.
Barbie Box in the Bronx. And she's super
listen,
dope.
The young people, they're
She's
really
super
taking
dope.
the world by
27.
storm.
Super dope, and she listens. I'm like, this is what you. She listens.
That's key.
Yeah.
That's key. Listening to someone that's trying to protect you from making costly mistakes, I like to say. Because sometimes you can make a mistake, it won't cost you anything but maybe time, maybe your feelings. But when you make costly mistakes that cost you $10,000, $20,000, all because you didn't want to listen to someone
even your
that
time,
knows.
Your time.
I mean, time is very valuable too.
You make money. You can't get your time back. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I think this is great. I'm excited.
I'm excited that you decided to come on and let us know. So for future store owners, boutique owners, or anybody that wants to be an entrepreneur, what do you feel where should they start?
I think you should start with, even before you get your EIN number and your LLC, I think you should start with a year plan. Like, what do you want? What is the point in? What do you want to open a boutique, or you want to open a salon or a beauty bar, or the new thing is the body contour, and you want to open a lymphatic drainage boutique, anything. Why are you doing it? You're doing it because it's a fad, or it's popular on Instagram.
That's big.
Popular on Instagram, so you're looking at other people and thinking they're doing better, and they're really not. What do you want out of it? Is this going to be something that's going to sustain you in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? How are you going to support yourself when you're no longer able to work? What is your retirement plan? And that's number one.
She's hitting these points.
That's number
it's so
one.
important. Please let these entrepreneurs know how important the business side is, because the glitz and glamour are so great when you're online. Celebrities are talking to you, all these
Look
things.
at you. She has celebrity clients.
And behind the scenes, she knows, my sister knows how crazy I am behind the scenes as far as everything that needs to be together. Your trademarking, your LLC, your business taxes, you know, your inventory, your insurance. Even as a hairstylist, makeup artist, all these different people, you need insurance. Somebody comes into
and
your
not
location.
Medicaid either.
No, real business insurance.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I have a salon in my home, in my basement area, so I have home insurance as well as business insurance in case someone, let's say we do a consultation and someone doesn't know they're allergic to a certain product and they want to sue you. So these are all things that a lot of business owners, they just want to get in, get the products and sell and blow up on TikTok, which all sounds great, but behind the scenes you have a lot that needs to be done.
And what's the consistency? I'm big on consistency, and I'm looking, for me right now is my future. When I retire, do you have a retirement plan? Do you have, I know you have quite a few dollars in your retirement plan, but the point is you have to have, what's your plan? Can you, so what I always ask my friends, if you stop working today, how long can you sustain yourself without working?
That's big.
And if that answer is less than 5 years, you have to reevaluate your life. If you stop working today, how long would it take you to run out of money? That's the question.
Period. Yeah.
And some people, they won't even be able to last 6 months if they stop working and getting any type of income. They will not be able to sustain themselves.
It's a lot of discipline, a lot of things that you cannot do right now. Everything is not immediate. You know, instant gratification. You have to wait. You might see somebody do the same thing as you and they might blow up, but I'm a slow and steady person. I like to be consistent. I want to work everything in that area so I don't have to backtrack and start over. So if I get my business right now, when things go into another wave and blow up, then I don't have to say, oh, let me hurry up and get my LLC. Let me hurry up and do these things, because now that's time taken away and that call might come and you won't be ready. Okay, send me over your documentation, your taxes and this and that. Oh, no, I don't have it. I didn't know I had to do that.
Let me see the last 5 years of your tax returns. Have you made a certain amount? Let's see consistency.
That's
People
big.
Don't get it.
People with real money, they have the money that they can invest in you. But if you don't show that you've done effort on your own, they're not going to be interested. They'll be on to the next person who's ready. That's like your teacher in school. Like when you don't study, oh, we're on to the kids that did well. Like we're not going to waste time, even though it sounds negative. It's just what the world is. If you're not ready, if you don't have those taxes right, if you don't have over 50,000, just for you to get a loan, you have to reach 1 year and 50,000 in revenue. So if you only sold a few thousand, it may sound great and it's a great achievement because you're brand new, you didn't do much, and you can't believe that you made this amount of money. But in the world, there's so many levels. So if you are going to be in business, have great business, have great customer service, treat your customers well. If there's a mistake that's going on, try to rectify. Don't blame the customer.
Be professional.
Yes.
I am extremely professional with all
no matter what.
I am so professional with my clients. I am so professional. I think I'm patient. I think my patience. You have to be patient. I have a lot of patience. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm not going to argue with the client. I'm not going to put you down. I'm not going to. You want to be nasty and mean, that's just who you are. Bad news travels faster than anything else that you do. So just the other day, I have an Instagram shop. So someone from Maryland, I believe, she ordered something. I've never gotten the money. So I hit her up. I'm like, you know, we're going to have to package her stuff, still send it out. We'll rework it on the taxes, but I can't let her down because we have all these things coming up. So if I disrespect her, like, oh yeah, you didn't buy anything, that can go very badly. You know what I mean? So you know what I did was, whatever she ordered, I packaged that and sent extra gifts for her patients. Oh, that was nice. So now she got it, and now I put out that fire. There's a lot of fires that you'll have to put out that are unexpected. You know, storms. It could be really anything. Literal storms. Things can go wrong in your home. Pipes can break. Absolutely. And you have inventory that needs to come in. How are you going to do this? You're always juggling, but the strong will survive. If you have the passion and you have the drive to make sure that you want whatever you want, and you're not trying to do a get rich quick scheme. Oh yeah, everyone thinks that it's like a year or two. You have to put the work in. Yeah. You have to put the work in.
I've been doing here 24 years, so trust me. People that think that it's overnight because...
And your brand is amazing. I'm beyond proud of you. I wish you had some for me today.
I know it's coming. It's coming because we're
beyond
adding so much more. My son is going to launch his. So
I'm beyond proud of you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. We have On My Time on Rikers Island on From Sosa Shows with Trinity.